Hey, Shalom, Ahchyam, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashimi, Hawashai, Bashir Kakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, who is in the gospel of God, living up the standard of Yahweh Bashimi, Hawashai, wherever it may be. This is just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Brothers, please, and I know brothers in the Great Millstone, go check out this movie, Oppenheimer. We're gonna go see it tomorrow at the camp. But what I'm looking at, this shit got a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, and you know Rotten Tomatoes ain't shy from throwing shade on movies, man. They got a 9 out of 10. It says it's almost as if the trajectory of Christopher Nolan's career was leading up to this film. I don't think I was expecting Oppenheimer to lead me this move, as this very well could be the best film he's ever directed, an actual masterpiece. Okay, it says in the grand tapestry of Christopher Nolan's illustrious career, Oppenheimer stands as a majestic culmination of his directorial prowess. I must confess, my expectations were high, but little did I anticipate the sheer emotional impact this cinematic masterpiece will leave on my soul. 2022 and 23 been snapping with the movies, man. It's getting good reviews so far, and you know us, we teach prophecy here at the Great Millstone, so I know every brother in GMS gonna see this movie. Okay, it's looking good, brothers, man. You know, and we understand the history of Oppenheimer and you know the creation of the atom bomb. But this is the Lord showing us, man, the type of technology that this devil has, man. Because believe it or not, the times we coming into is gonna make this atom bomb technology look like child's play from the shit they getting ready to release on this earth, man. And I believe this movie is going to give us an insight to prepare mentally and spiritually for the times we're getting ready to enter into. Because there's no reason why they putting this movie out fucking, what, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, over 70 years later. Why? You know? Because we're in those times, man. You see? And also this movie is going to show you that Esau Edom, how much of the devil he really is. Because believe it or not, this bomb could have destroyed damn near millions of people. I say it that way. A lot of people died and were affected by this particular event. As we know the history, Julius Robert Oppenheimer was an American theoretical physicist who was the director of Los Alamos Laboratory during World War II. It says he is often credited as the father of the atom bomb for his role in organizing the Manhattan Project. Now look that up. It says the research and development undertaking that created the first nuclear weapons. Because the atom bomb, believe it or not, is a form of a nuclear weapon. Okay. It says born to German Jewish immigrants. Of course, he would be an Amalekite. We know that, okay, because we understand that the scripture said that earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and Esau Edom is definitely the wicked. And then you got that chief family, which is Amalek, okay, the top family of the Amalekites, which the Lord called them the first of nations, roughly paraphrasing it. They're the chief of the nation of Esau. Okay, the primary Edomite, like Esau himself, if he was to be reincarnated back in the earth, he will, which he probably is, but I'm guarantee you he will be like a Rothschild, or he would be the top dude. It makes sense that he would be one of the Rothschilds, but he definitely will be reincarnated into Amalek. Okay, because Esau Edom is the ultimate Amalekite, man. There's the top family, like Yahweh Shai was a Judite. That's the top tribe in Israel. That's the head tribe. Yahweh Shai being Judah. You know? But it says in New York City, Oppenheimer earned a bachelor's degree in chemistry from Harvard in 1925 and a PhD in physics from the University of Göttingen in Germany in 1927. Okay, and we understand like when the Jewish people was placed and invaded Germany. Also going into Harvard. If you go to Harvard, you definitely a Jew stand. Okay, like Harvard, what's the other one? You got Harvard, you got Yale, you got Princeton, you got all these particular colleges that these elites are handpicked to attend, because these are basically not boarding schools, but basically they're prep schools. You know, like the presidents, their sons, their contemporaries, a lot of them go to prep schools because they're prepped to run the world. And in this fact, Esau runs it in wickedness. You know, But it says after the research at other institutions, it says here he joined the physics department at the University of California in Berkeley, where he became a full professor in 1936. He made significant contributions to theoretical physics, including achievements of quantum mechanics and nuclear physics, such as the Born-Oppenheimer approximation for molecular wave functions, work on a theory of electrons and positrons, and Oppenheimer-Phillips process and nuclear fusion, and the first prediction of quantum tunneling. Look that up too. Excuse me, Slovakia. Manhattan Project. It says October 9th, 1941, 2 months before the United States entered World War II, which they entered to make the U.S. currency the centralized currency of the world. That's what the whole creation of this whole Manhattan Project, it was really to scare the nations into accepting a dollar that was later going to be a fiat currency to enslave the world. So what they did was to pretty much solidify their future in global dominance and future endeavors. Because without this particular event and them signing a dollar into the Federal Reserve in 1913, we wouldn't be where we at today. So that was a strategic move, which the Lord is behind everything. But it says President Franklin D. Roosevelt approved a crash program to develop an atom bomb. In May 1942, Defense Research Community Chairman James B. Conan, who had been one of Oppenheimer's lecturers at Harvard, invited Oppenheimer to take over the work on fast neutron calculations, a task Oppenheimer threw himself into with full vigor. And it makes sense that he come out of Germany, though, because the scriptures goes into how Germany, the wise men of Teman, like when you go into like Germany, like the Edomites of Teman, which is the modern day Germans, because we know that the German people were Japhetic people, they were blacks, okay? They were colored people, okay? You had some Jake in there too. But overall, he would have been like one of the wise men of Teman, because they were more like the physics or the physicists behind behind Esau, man. Okay, this American cracker, he just a fucking idiot. He just stupid, man. You know, slamming down beers and ballpark frames. The American Edomite is low level compared to the Russian Edomite, the German Edomite, okay, the French Edomite. The American Edomite is the basis of men. This is why when he goes abroad, nobody respects him. Okay, French Edomites don't even respect American Edomites, man. Okay. But it says, who have been Oppenheimer's lecture. I read that already. It says he was given a coordinator of rapid rapture, which specifically referred to a propagation of a fast neutron chain reaction in the atom bomb. It says one of his first acts was to host summer school for bomb theory at his building in Berkeley. A mix of European physicists and his own students, a group of, including Robert Serble, Emil, I'm not going to read all them names, kept themselves busy by calculating what needed to be done in order to make the bomb, okay? So I'm going to end it on that note. I'm not going to read the rest of it because, I mean, you know, watch the movie. I'm sure they go into some historical facts about how it all started up, because the fucking movie is 3 hours, man. You know, it's a 3-hour movie, clearly. So they're going to cover a lot of ground, you know. But I'm looking forward to seeing it, man. You know, me and the brothers and myself, we're going to go see it tomorrow at the camp. So, you know, we're going to enjoy it. Probably get some shakar, you know, and be nice and actually enjoy it and watch this shit in IMAX, man, because the destruction that's coming to America is going to make this look like child's play. But nonetheless, it would be interesting to witness the wickedness of this devil, man, and see why the Lord has to take him out of power. All right. Revelation 9:15, it says, and the 4 angels were loose and were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay a third part of men. Okay, a third part of men. What's that? The Edomites. And the number of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them, which those are the missiles. Okay, it says, and thus I saw the horses in a vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouth issues fire and smoke and brimstone. And when you look at the description of this is describing a nuclear weapon. If you can really understand it, if you research nuclear physics and the creation of nuclear weapons and so forth, you can kind of paint a picture as to what John is seeing in the vision. Okay, and it reads here, And it says, and by these three was the third part of men killed by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issued out of the mouth. For their power is in their mouth, which is the head, and in their tails, and their tails are like unto serpents, which is the propellers, which propels it, or guidance systems, or guides it from one continent to the next. It says, like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. And the rest of men which are not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of their works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and the idols of gold, and silver, and brass, and stone of wood. Neither can they see, nor hear, nor walk. Neither repented of their murders, nor their sorceries, nor their fornications, nor their thefts. Because once this place is taken out, you're going to still have people that's in a rebellious mindset, because they're going to be like, well, that's fucking America. That ain't here. But that got to do with us. But they don't understand that the reapers are coming. Because when this place gets taken out, we coming out of them ships, and we going to put hell on you other nations, man. Mainly you, Jake, you Edomites, man. Salakia, not Jake. Because Jake is going to get destroyed. They're going to get brought before Yahweh and get jacked up anyway. You know, we're going to grab you Jakes up, and we're going to put you right down in front of the Lord too. You know, because 2/3 of you Jakes, man, you ain't around the world. You ain't getting in order. So we're going to have our way with your ass too. All right. Last precept here. Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and bringeth forth the instrument for his work. And I've created the waster to destroy. Read this story, brothers, and go watch that movie. When he said that I've created the waster to destroy, look at this and look at the background. That's the waster right there, man. It's Edomite. All right. But anyway, with that, brothers, man, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Ball. Shalom.